am studying your can, and I am looking for anything that tells me where boba came from.
If you don't know me, my name is Kai. I'm a co-founder of FS Fresh and Simple. We're a young RTD, ready-to-drink boba beverage startup here in California. We launched Simple Boba earlier this year at Expo West, and we're all about happy, bouncy, chewy boba in refreshing teas and juices, made with simple, natural, clean ingredients without any artificial flavors, sweeteners, colors, or preservatives. So look, our bottles for Simple Boba, they also don't say where boba comes from. But I don't think what is written on the packaging is really the issue here. I don't think Simalu is expecting or demanding that boba's origin story be presented alongside boba wherever it's offered. Instead, I think Simalu was frankly and desperately looking for something to convince himself that Boba as a company knows and respects the history and culture around boba in a way that wasn't demonstrated to him by the founders throughout their pitch. I think he needs to believe the company has the right culture to do right by boba and the people who love boba. Because if you think about it, if the founders don't impress him with their love for boba, what might that mean about how they understand their customers, how they develop their product, and how they market boba and their products to the public? It isn't about slapping recognition of Taiwan on product packaging. It's about the culture of boba appreciation in and exemplified by the business and the people in the business. So I'm Asian, my co-founder Ben is also from Taiwan, also an American. We're both bilingual third culture children, intimately familiar with boba as something we grew up with and something we deeply love. But our team here at FS Fresh and Simple isn't fully Asian or Asian Americans. White, black, brown, we have individuals of different races and ethnicities all pouring their hearts and minds into Simple Boba, simply because we all love these happy, bouncy, chewy balls of delight in teas and juices. We don't care if you're Asian or not, or if you know about boba as much as we do. What we care about is that you love boba because if you love it, then you'll naturally love learning more about it. You'll love chatting about the differences between tapioca boba, crystal boba, and popping boba, which, pro tip, I personally don't consider to be a true boba. You'll love discussing why boba drinks are made this way or that way with natural or artificial ingredients, whether that's good or bad, or it depends. And as you learn, you'll appreciate, you'll respect, and you'll enjoy. So you don't have to be Asian to get boba. You just have to get why people love boba, the delightful texture of it, the delicious taste, and the shared human truths, and the bonding between people over boba. When you understand boba and why people love boba, the business will follow. It's not about the product, it's about the people around the product. It's about the attitudes, values, and passion. And I don't think Simalu saw enough of that in Boba and its founders to put his money in. And as an ethnic minority who also holds boba dear to my heart, who also wants to bring boba to the masses, I appreciate him for sharing my interests and for giving my concerns a voice. So that's really all I wanted to say at this point. Thank you for hearing me out. And hey, please do check out Simple Boba at fsdrinks.com. Have a great day, take care, and cheers.